When the sons of the wind had travelled around the world, fixing the 4 directions and completing the 4th time the year, they proceeded home. And the south wind had bound the demon of deception to their service by playing sweet music and always promising to do so. And thus the demon, now soothed, was carrying their burdens. Iktomi the trickster had spied the brothers and the demon on their way home, and so without their knowing proceeded to go around and tell the animals that the brothers had fixed the 4 directions, and there was going to be a great feast and all the animals were invited. And because there was no spirit of wisdom, the spirit of wisdom was going to be announced. So before long, a huge line of all the animals had appeared before the brothers who had not noticed. And the demon noticed and pointed out to the brothers, and they're like, ask the animals what they're all doing, and they're like, we're coming to the feast to see which animal's going to be announced as the spirit of wisdom. And the brothers sort of whispered amongst themselves and they said, well, we can't turn them away now. They're all following. What are we going to do? And at that point, the demon's like, hey, Iktomi's hiding in this bush, and seized him. And the 4 brothers said, Iktomi, you're the trickster, and you've invited all these animals to a feast without our permission. And so now it's going to be your duty to cook and feed for everyone and serve them at the feast. And you're going to have to carry our burdens from the demon of deception. And they were strapped to Iktomi's back. And so off they went. And as they travelled, all the animals spoke to themselves. The bear said, if we all act wise and work together, then we'll be announced as the spirit of wisdom. And so spoke the deers. If we all act wise and all work together, then we'll be announced as the spirit of wisdom. And so spoke all the animals. So they arrived at the feast, and Iktomi served and cooked for all, and each of the animals all gave a bit of themselves. And after the feast, Iktomi hadn't eaten, and there was no food left, and everyone said, oh, there's no food for Iktomi. And the spirit of harmony, she said, oh, I will serve Iktomi. And she pulled from her bag the Amrita, the sacred food of the gods, of immortality. And it was only given to the most prized and precious beings. And she gave it to Iktomi, and he ate it down. And as soon as he ate it, he started rolling around in pain and suffering, and all the animals laughed and pointed, and they said, look at Iktomi. When he eats the sacred food of the spirits, he rolls around in pain. And then the animals said, who is going to be announced as the spirit of wisdom? And the spirit of harmony said, the spirit of wisdom already knows it's the spirit of wisdom and does not need to be announced. And so the bear said, the spirit of wisdom must be us, so we must continue to act wise. The deer said, the spirit of wisdom must be us, so we must continue to act wise. And so said all the animals, the spirit of wisdom must be us. We must all continue to act wise.